K-15 shots fired. K-15 shots fired.
Douglas County, Colorado. On Friday morning, a sheriff's deputy stopped to help a motorist in a white GMC SUV near County Line Road and Santa Fe Drive. As he approached, 26-year-old Dayon Marcus Rivas Maestas exited the vehicle holding a military-style semi-automatic rifle and ignored commands to drop it.
K-15 shots fired. K-15 shots fired. K-15 shots fired. Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
Fearing for his life, the deputy fired, striking Rivas Maestas in the arm. The suspect remains hospitalized and faces assault charges. The deputy is on administrative leave pending investigation.
King 15. I'm okay. Start medical for subject with bleeding arm. Get on the ground!
Brooklyn, New York. On Sunday night around 9:15 p.m., officers from the 71st Precinct responded to a 911 call from a man hiding in a closet at 42 Hawthorne Street, reporting his roommate had shot him in both legs. As officers approached, the suspect emerged with a blanket over his shoulders, pulled out a .38 caliber revolver, and fired 3 shots from just 10 feet away after ignoring commands to drop the weapon. One bullet grazed an officer's vest and body camera magnet, while another struck a second officer's shin. Both officers were hospitalized in stable condition. The suspect, identified as 44-year-old Ridwan Abdul Rashid, retreated to his apartment, barricaded himself, and took a hostage. After about an hour, NYPD hostage negotiators successfully persuaded him to surrender. He was taken into custody without further incident. Phoenix, Arizona. On October 20th, 2024, Phoenix police responded to a trespassing call near 37th Avenue in Glendale. The caller reported a man, possibly impaired and armed with a large knife, who was frightening nearby customers. Officers arrived and an employee confirmed she wanted the man removed. As officers approached, the man walked into a stockroom and climbed atop a freezer. Officers drew their tasers and ordered him down.
Oh, he's walking outside. Did you steal anything or? Suspended male, black ripping over his head, black checkered shirt. Hey! Hey, police!
He complied but resisted detention, fleeing toward the front of the store. A female officer lost her grip and fell, dropping her taser. The male officer chased and tased the man, but a struggle followed. During the fight, the suspect grabbed the taser and fired it, striking both officers. In response, the male officer drew his firearm and shot the man. Backup officers arrived to render aid, but 31-year-old Essex Jackson died at the scene. A large knife was recovered. Both officers were treated at a hospital and released. They are assigned to the Cactus Park precinct with 7 and 5 years of service. Brooklyn, New York. On November 10th, 2022, around 10:10 p.m., 42-year-old Jermaine Hickson discharged a firearm during a dispute inside an apartment. No one was injured, but Hickson left the scene and, while walking on West 36th Street, fired another shot toward 2 civilians. Again, no injuries were reported, but multiple witnesses called 911. Officers were dispatched to the area within minutes.
Where is he at? Oh, David, shots fired! 3-6, now, dude! Fuck! Oh, David, shots fired! 3-6, now, dude!
At about 10:18 p.m., officers Fry and Roser arrived at West 36th Street and Neptune Avenue, where Hickson opened fire from the sidewalk. Ballistic evidence showed he fired at least 7 shots. Officer Fry responded with 8 rounds, and Officer Roser fired 12. At the same time, officers Tatar and Petronas, guided by witnesses, reached the location in an unmarked car.
Stop shooting! Stop shooting! Stop shooting! Where's he at?
As the gunfire exchange continued, Sergeant Giovanni Sanchez and Officer Kurum Zubair also arrived. Officer Tatar discharged 10 shots, and Sergeant Sanchez fired once. Hickson was struck multiple times and collapsed. Despite life-saving efforts, he was pronounced dead at the scene. His firearm, a Century Arms Konik TP9 Elite 9mm, was recovered by investigators.
Ceasefire!
Stop now! Stop now! Let me see your fucking hands! Stop!
Pomona, California. On March 30th, 2020, around 7:15 p.m., Pomona police responded to a 911 call reporting an assault with a deadly weapon near Reservoir Street and 3rd Street. The caller, who had a head laceration, told officers he was attacked with a sword.
Looks like he's gonna run it south of the reservoir for some.
Corporal Chad Jensen arrived on scene and was directed to the suspect's location. The officer found the suspect hiding in bushes. When approached, the suspect pulled out a sword, prompting an officer-involved shooting.
Stop now! Stop now! Use your fucking hands! Stop! 998.
The suspect was struck by gunfire and died at the scene. The victim was taken to a hospital and is expected to recover fully.
You're gonna get tased. Get on the ground. Drop. Get on the ground. Taser applied. He's OC.
Fort Collins, Colorado. On November 16th, 2023, around 9:34 p.m., police received multiple calls about a man in an alley on West Laurel Street yelling racial slurs, possibly armed and suspected of attacking someone. Dispatch later updated that he may have used pepper spray against another individual.
Get on the ground. Do now. You're gonna get tased. Get on the ground. Drop. Get on the ground. Taser applied. He's OC. Shots fired. Shots fired. Get on the ground. Do now. Get on the ground.
When officers arrived, they found 28-year-old William Hayes in the alley, holding both pepper spray and a hatchet. Despite repeated commands to drop the weapons, Hayes advanced toward an officer. A taser was deployed but proved ineffective, and Hayes continued moving forward.
Get on the ground. Let me see your hands. You're under arrest. Put your hands up, man. Lay down on the ground. Put your arms out the wide. On your stomach. On your stomach. Cross your feet. Put your arms out like a Y, man. Alright. Stay like... Do not move. Down. Arms out like a Y. Stay down on the ground. Put your arms like a Y, man. You gotta listen or we can't help you.
The officer then discharged his firearm several times, striking Hayes. Backup officers quickly arrived and rendered medical aid before Hayes was transported to a hospital, where he was later pronounced dead. No officers or civilians were injured during the incident. Houston, Texas. On May 25th, 2025, off-duty Houston police officers working security were alerted to a blue Nissan Versa linked to a jugging theft. When they tried to stop the vehicle, the driver, 42-year-old Maxie Ray Whitaker, fled into oncoming traffic. During a brief stop, Whitaker struck two cars, pinning a sergeant in his door.
Stop! Hey, make sure you're out here at the fight of the Dr. West Palmer. On the ground! On the ground!
In response, the sergeant fired his weapon, hitting Whitaker. The suspect then drove over a median and stopped on a sidewalk. Officers rendered aid, and Whitaker was taken to the hospital in critical condition. The sergeant sustained non-life-threatening injuries. Whitaker now faces aggravated assault on a peace officer charges.
Sergeant, okay? Hey, Sergeant. Hey, help me out, get him out the road. Keep your hands up, sir!
Let me see your hand!
Sir, don't do it! Put your hands up!
Pomona, California. On Sunday, June 9th, 2024, at about 7:18 p.m., Pomona police officers responded to the 200 block of Las Brisas Circle after reports that 60-year-old Kenneth Gennardini discharged a firearm during a dispute with his wife. He fled in his vehicle and soon crashed into another motorist at Holt Avenue and White Avenue. Officers quickly arrived and attempted to negotiate his surrender.
the car with your hands up, you're gonna get bit by a dog. Get out of the car. Listen to what I'm saying to you. Well, push it open. Take a deep breath and relax.
The situation escalated when Gennardini reached for a firearm inside his car and pointed it at officers, prompting an officer-involved shooting. Police deployed an armored SWAT vehicle to safely extract the uninvolved motorist from the scene.
No, leave your hands up. Keep your hands up. Keep your hands up. Keep your hands up, sir.
Let me see your hand.
Sir, don't do it. Put your hands up.
Emergency crews, along with Los Angeles County Fire personnel, provided medical treatment to the motorist. Officers also rendered aid to Gennardini, who was transported to the hospital and is expected to recover.
Step away from the vehicle.
Fullerton, California. On the evening of May 3, 2020, police responded to a report of a confrontation between two relatives in the 2200 block of East Commonwealth Avenue. One man was armed with a stick, while the other, 26-year-old Jesus Estrada Leon, was wielding a large knife and allegedly trying to carjack a vehicle from his family member.
Exit the vehicle. Exit the vehicle. Come over here. Hey, this guy, watch out for this guy. Get up, get up! Get on the ground! No! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
Officers arrived and made repeated attempts to defuse the situation, speaking with Leon for several minutes. Despite their efforts, he became increasingly agitated and aggressive. Officers deployed 2 less lethal beanbag rounds, striking Leon, but he continued to advance toward officers detaining his relative.
Sir, get back in your house! Drop the knife! Drop the knife! Drop it! Drop the knife!
Faced with an immediate threat, officers opened fire, striking Leon. He was transported to a nearby hospital, where he later died from his injuries.
Hey, he's got a knife!
Hey, turn over!
Hey, what's in your hand? Hey, he's got a knife!
Phoenix, Arizona. On August 31st, 2025, officers stopped a bicyclist without a headlight. The man fled, resisted arrest, and pulled a knife during the struggle. An officer-involved shooting occurred, and despite immediate aid, he later died at the hospital. No other injuries were reported.
Sir?
Don't come in, boss. Don't go.
Surprise, Arizona! Police body camera footage captures a tense and tragic encounter responding to a domestic dispute called in by a concerned minor. An officer arrived to find 44-year-old Trinidad Ledesma armed with a shotgun. As Ledesma raised the weapon, the officer fired 8 rapid shots, neutralizing the threat before clearing a malfunction in his firearm. Despite the officer rendering aid, Ledesma was pronounced dead at the scene. The officer's swift response likely saved lives, but the emotional toll remains heavy, especially for the child who called for help and witnessed his father's fatal end. On September 14, 2024, at approximately 10:01 a.m., Florida Highway Patrol troopers initiated a pursuit of a red motorcycle speeding on I-95. The motorcycle, driven by 63-year-old Scott Thomas, had an expired tag from 2018. Despite multiple attempts by officers to stop him, Thomas led them on a reckless chase through Gateway Boulevard, Military Trail, and Woolbright Road. As the pursuit intensified, Thomas drove into oncoming traffic and deliberately collided with an FHP patrol vehicle. The chase ended on Charleston Shores Boulevard, where troopers apprehended him. Thomas was arrested and charged with fleeing and eluding, reckless driving, and driving with a suspended license. It was later revealed that he had an active warrant in Palm Beach County and had been driving on a suspended license since April 2024. No serious injuries were reported, and Thomas was booked into the Palm Beach County Jail.
Taser! Taser!
East Point, Michigan. On June 15, 2022, police stopped 28-year-old Dees Fitzgerald Titus Jr. for reckless driving on Gratiot Avenue. Officers noticed what appeared to be a firearm in his waistband and attempted to detain him. Titus resisted, fell to the ground, and pulled a gun, pointing it at officers. A taser was deployed but had no effect. With heavy traffic nearby, officers did not fire and took cover as Titus fled on foot.
Get down! Taser! Get down! Get tased! Taser! Taser!
A perimeter was set up, and a K-9 unit located Titus hiding in a garage. He was arrested without further incident. A firearm was recovered, and he now faces multiple felony charges. Around 3 p.m. on June 23rd, chaos erupted at a luxury apartment complex when 32-year-old Andrew Ward entered the building armed with an AR-15. As he stormed into the lobby and aimed his weapon, he pulled the trigger only for the rifle to jam. That malfunction created a brief window for a security guard to rush Ward and tackle him to the ground. Despite the initial jam, Ward managed to fire several rounds during the struggle, injuring multiple security personnel before he was subdued. He was later charged with attempted murder and released on a $25,000 bond. After receiving treatment at the hospital, Ward is scheduled to appear in court. The incident left residents stunned as they processed how narrowly disaster was averted.
Stop the ball! Drop it! Drop the ball! Drop it!
Ventnor, New Jersey. On August 6, 2020, officers from the Ventnor and Atlantic City Police Departments fatally shot 30-year-old Amir Johnson of Wilkes Barre, Pennsylvania, after a tense encounter on Wellington Avenue. Body-worn camera footage released under New Jersey's independent prosecutor directive shows officers responding to 911 calls about a man acting erratically with a broken glass bottle.
Yo, come on, bro. We don't want to hurt you, dude. We don't want to do this, man. We don't want to do this, man. I gave you water, man. Sorry, bro. Go on the side of the truck. Go on the side of the truck. We don't want to do this, dude. Come on. All right, move this way. Behind me. Grab this one. Yo, we don't want to do this, man. Stop.
Police found Johnson pacing near a marsh, ignoring repeated commands to drop the bottle. Officers blocked traffic and attempted to de-escalate the situation, but Johnson continued walking in the roadway.
District 1, shots fired. District 1, shots fired. Stay in the car. Drop the bottle. He's done. Drop the bottle. Drop the bottle. We can help you. Drop it. Drop the bottle.
At around 4:30 p.m., Johnson advanced toward officers while holding the bottle. Ventnor officers Michael Arena, Pierluigi Manuso, and Robert Scarborough fired their weapons. Johnson was taken to Atlanticare Regional Medical Center, where he was pronounced dead by 6 p.m. The shooting remains under investigation by the Attorney General's Office of Public Integrity and Accountability, per state law governing officer-involved deaths.
Give us your hand!
Santa Ana, California. At approximately 2:03 p.m. on November 16, 2022, Santa Ana police officers conducted a traffic stop on a vehicle carrying 3 adult males at 100 South Maclay Street. During the stop, one of the occupants, identified as 41-year-old Alejandro Montes, produced a handgun. The situation escalated quickly, resulting in an officer-involved shooting. Montes sustained gunshot wounds to his upper torso and was treated at the scene before being transported to a local trauma center where he was pronounced deceased.
Okay, well, stop tucking your hand into the side, okay? Hey, stop reaching around, dude.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah.
Hey.
The other 2 occupants, as well as the officers, were not injured. Police recovered a 9mm polymer 80 handgun equipped with a loaded extended magazine, along with an additional extended magazine found in Montes's pocket. The incident is currently under standard review.
It ain't worth it. What are you doing?
Police responded to a report that a man had threatened a Walmart security guard by pointing a gun at him. Upon arrival, officers ordered the suspect to drop the weapon, but he refused to comply. Instead, the suspect drew a firearm, forcing police to open fire in self-defense. The confrontation quickly escalated into a dangerous and volatile situation.
Let me see your hands. Show your hands. Put your hands up. Put your hands up now. Put your hands up. Put your hands up, buddy. It ain't worth it. What are you doing? Is that it, Jeff? Shots fired. Shots fired.
After the exchange, the suspect was critically injured and rushed to the emergency room for treatment. Once stabilized, he was taken into custody, ending the tense standoff.